Hello everyone. Today we'll study about the directive principles of state policy. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, like, share and comment. Okay, let us start. The directive principles of state policies are added into the part 4 of constitution from the articles 36 to 51. The framers of a constitution have borrowed this idea from the Irish constitution of 1937 and which they had copied it from the Spanish constitution. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar described these DPSPs as a novel features. B.R. Ambedkar Dr. B.R. Ambedkar described these DPSPs as novel features of the constitution, and Granville Austin has described these DPSPs and fundamental rights as the conscience of the constitution. Granville Austin said DPSP and fundamental rights. Granville Austin described the DPSP and fundamental rights as the conscience of constitution. Conscience of the constitution. C for constitution. Next we'll see features of the directive principles of state policy. Okay, the phrase DPSP denotes the ideas that state should keep in mind while formulating the policies and enacting the laws. Ideas to be followed by the state. Okay, DPSP denotes the ideas that the state should keep in mind while formulating the policies and enacting the laws. And next, DPSPs are the non-justiciable in nature. DPSPs are non-justiciable in nature. That is, they are not legally enforced by the courts for their violation. If any violation happened, we cannot go to the court and enforce them because it is non-justiciable. And next one, limitation on arbitrary power of the state. DPSPs have the limitation on the arbitrary power of the state. Next one, DPSPs are the welfare of the state. Next, they embody the concept of DPSP embody the concept of the welfare of the state and not the police state. They embody the welfare state, not police state. Police state means which was there during the colonial era. Okay. Welfare state means they seeks to establish the economic, social democracy in the country. They seeks to establish the economy and social democracy in the country. Next feature, DPSP resemble the instrument of instructions which is enumerated in the Government of India Act 1935, which is GOI Act 1935. We'll see the next feature. DPSP helps in the courts in examining the law and determining the constitutional validity of the law. See, the DPSPs, though they are non-justiciable in nature, they helps the courts in the examining and determining the constitutional validity of law. They helps in court. And next we'll see the classification of DPSP. There are three classifications here. Socialistic principles. Next, Gandhian principles. And third one, liberal intellectual principles. We'll see first one, socialistic principles. These socialistic principles reflect the ideology of socialism. Okay, and they are aiming at providing the social, economic justice and set the path towards the welfare state. Okay, we'll start. Article 38 says to to promote the welfare of the people by securing the social order permitted by justice, the social, economic and political, and to minimize the inequalities in income, states, facilities and opportunities. Okay, justice in social, political and economical, and minimize the inequalities in income, status and in facilities and in opportunities. And next, the article 39 says that the principles of policy to secure the policies such are to secure the right to adequate means of livelihood for all the citizens. Okay, all the citizens. Next one, B, the equitable distribution of the material sources of the community for the common good. Equitable distribution of the resources. Next, prevention of the concentration of wealth and means of the production. Prevention of the concentration of wealth and means of production. And next one, equal pay for equal work. Equal pay for equal work for men and women. Next one, preservation of the health and strength of workers and children against the forcible abuse. Preservation of health and strength of workers and children against the forcible abuse. And next one, opportunities for the health. Opportunities for the health development of children. Health development of the children should have the opportunities for the healthier development of the children. And next one, article 39 says that to promote the equal justice should provide the free legal aid to the poor. To promote the equal justice and to provide the free legal aid to poor. Next one, article 41, to secure the right to work and to education and to the public assistance in case of unemployment and old age, sickness and disablement for the welfare of the government. Article 41 says that should be their welfare government to secure the right to work and to education and public assistance in the case of unemployment and old age, secure the old age and sickness, giving pension for the old age and the sickness and disablement. And next one, article 42 says that to make the provision for just and human condition of work and maternity relief, should provide the maternity relief for the women. Next one, article 43 says that to secure the living wage, a decent standard of life and social cultural opportunities for all the workers. Okay, fair wages, decent standard of life for all the workers. Next, article 43 says that 43A says that to take steps to secure the participation of workers in the management of industries. Worker participation in the management of industries. And next one, article 47A says that to raise the level of nutrition and the standard of living people. Rise the nutrition and standard of living people and to improve the public health and improve public health. Okay, next we'll see the Gandhian principles. See, these Gandhian principles are based on the Gandhian ideology. These are based on the Gandhian ideology, and in order to fulfill the dreams of the Gandhi, some of his ideas were added into dpsps. In order to fulfill Gandhi's dreams, some of his ideas were included in dpsps. We'll see what are those. First one, Article 40 says that organization of the panchayats. To organize the village panchayat and endow them with necessary powers and the authority to enable them to function as a units of self-government. Okay, first one, to organize the organization of panchayats. Next one, Article 43, promote the cottage industries. To promote the cottage industries on an individual or a cooperation basis in rural areas. Next one, Article 43B, to promote the voluntary formation of the cooperative societies. To promote the voluntary formation, autonomous function, democratic control and a professional management of cooperative societies. Promotion of cooperative societies. Gandhian principle said that the promotion of the cooperative societies. Next one, Article 46 says that protection of the SC/STs and other weaker sections from exploitation. To promote education and education and economic in interest of the SC/STs and other weaker sections also. In this, protection of SC/STs and other weaker sections from the exploitation, and to protect from the social injustice. Next one, Article 47, to prohibit the consumption of the intoxicating drinks and drugs which are injurious to the health, should be prohibited. Next one, Article 48 says that to prohibit the slaughter of cows, calves and other milch and draught cattle, and to improve their breeds, and should improve their breeds. Article 48 says the prohibit the slaughter of the cows, calves, milch and should improve their breeds. Next we'll see liberal and intellectual principles. These principles include in this category, they represent the ideology of liberalism. Okay, they represent the ideology of liberalism. Okay, Article 44 says to secure for all the citizens a uniform civil code throughout the country. Okay, to secure for all citizens a uniform civil code throughout the country. Next one, Article 45, to provide early childhood care and education for all children until they complete the age of 6 years. Until they complete the age of 6 years, they should provide the early childhood care and the education. Next one, Article 48 says that to organize the agriculture and animal husbandry on a modern and scientific lines. Organize the agriculture and animal husbandry on modern and scientific lines. Next one, 48A, Article 48A, To protect and improve the environment, to protect and improvement of the environment, and to safeguard forests and wildlife. To protect and improve the environment and safeguard forest and wildlife. And next one, Article 49, to protect the monuments, places and objects of the artist or a historical interest which are declared to be of national importance, which are to be declared as a national importance. Okay, Article 49 says that to protect the monuments, places and objects which are historical interests which are declared as the national importance should be protected. And next one, Article 50, to separate the judiciary from the executive. Separate the judiciary from executive in public service. Service of the state, in public service of the state. Separate the judiciary from the executive in public service of the state. Next one, Article 51. Article 51 says that promote international peace and security. To promote the international peace and security and maintain just and honorable relations between two nations, and to foster respect for international law and treaty obligations, and to encourage the settlement of international disputes by arbitration. Okay, next we'll see new directive principles. See, these new directive principles are added through the Constitution Amendment Act 42nd. Some new DPSPs are added through the 42nd Constitutional Amendment Act 1976. In 42nd Amendment, 4 DPSPs are added. 4 new DPSPs are added to the original list. First one, Article 39, to secure the opportunities for healthy development of children. Healthy development of the children. And next one, Article 39, free legal aid to the poor. First one, 39. Second, 39A, free legal aid to the poor. And third one, Article 43A, participation of workers in the management of industries. And fourth one added, Article 48A, improve the environment, to take the steps to secure the protect and improve the environment and to safeguard the forest and wildlife. These 4 new DPSPs are added through the 42nd Amendment. And next, one more DPSP is added through the Constitutional Amendment 44. 44th A Constitutional Amendment Act 1978 added in Article 38, minimize the inequalities. Okay, state to minimize the inequalities in income status, should minimize the inequalities in the income status and facilities and opportunities. Next, one more DPSP added through the 86th Constitutional Amendment Act 2002, Article 45. In this, changed the subject of matter of Article 45 and made as the elementary education of a fundamental right under the Article 21A. Changed and made the fundamental right under the Article 21A. Made the elementary education. And in DPSP, they amended the directive principles of state to provide the early childhood care and education for all children until they complete the age of 6 years. Next one more DPSP added through the 97th Constitutional Amendment Act of 2011, Article 43B added the relative to the cooperative societies to promote. It requires state to promote voluntary formation, autonomous functioning, democratic control and a professional management of the cooperative societies. Overall, to promote the cooperative societies, this article says. And next we'll see distinction between the fundamental rights and DPSP. Fundamental rights and directive principles. See, the fundamental rights, these are the negative in nature. Okay, they are negative as they prohibit the state from doing certain things. Fundamental rights negative as they prohibit the state from doing certain things, and directive principles are positive in nature as they require the state to do certain things. And next, fundamental rights are the justiciable. They are legally enforced by the courts in case of their violation, and DPSPs are non-justiciable. They are not legally enforceable by the courts for their violation. Next one, the fundamental rights aiming at establishing the political democracy in the country, and DPSPs, they are aiming at establishing the social and economical democracy. Next one, fundamental rights, these have the legal sanction, okay, and DPSPs, they have the moral and political sanctions. These are legal sanctions. These are fundamental rights of the legal sanctions. Next one, fundamental rights, they promote the welfare of the individual. Hence they are personal and individualistic. Next, DPSP, they promote the welfare of the community. Here fundamental rights promote the welfare of individual, and DPSP promote the welfare of the community. It promotes the community, and hence they are societarian and socialistic. And next one, fundamental rights, they do not require any legislation for their implementation. Here legislation is required for the implementation of DPSP. Next one, the courts are bound to declare a law violative of any fundamental rights as unconstitutional and invalid. Courts can declare if any law is violative, it is invalid. And next one, in DPSP, the courts cannot declare a law violative of any of the DPSPs as a unconstitutional and invalid. Courts cannot declare it as a violative of any of the DPSPs as unconstitutional and invalid. Okay, that's all about DPSPs. Please make a note of it and revise. Keep on revise. Okay, I hope you all have understood the topic. Thank you.